Hi everyone, today we're going to be harvesting some onions out here in my garden, and I'm just going to take you through the process of how I do it and what is the best way to harvest them. Now some of these are, I should have harvested them a week or so ago, but the weather was wet and they like to be harvested when it's a sunny day so they can dry out a lot quicker. Okay, so we're going to harvest onions today. Okay, as you can see, these are overdone. Now these should be harvested when the tops flop over and when the leaves start turning a paler green in color. Like I said, our weather's been wet, so I didn't want to harvest them. These are going to be, I'm going to try to store some of these. So I'm just going to pull them out, and you're going to want to let these set for, I'm going to let them set a day or half a day to let this root dry out. We got some nice ones here. So I'm just going to pull them all out and let them set in the sun today. We're talking some rain coming, so I wanted to get this done. And then once I get these done and let these dry out in the sun, they're going to sit. I'm going to set them in my greenhouse for a day and let them continue drying. From there, say hi. They're going to be going into my garage in the shade in a warm area to continue the curing process. So we'll just finish up here. I don't have a whole lot of them, but I thought I better get them done. I wish I would have done these last week. Weather's been really iffy. We've had moisture and some wet days. And I just, you know, these look pretty dry already, but hopefully they'll be okay. The key is to let these dry. Now you can cut these off later. I'm just going to let them dry like this for a while. Just let them cure. Some are nice and some aren't so nice, but you know what? That's okay. So we'll just let these sit out in the sun now. I pulled up some already. They're in the greenhouse and they're ready to go in the garage, well, where they'll be finishing their curing. So we got a few nice ones. I don't remember the variety of these, but they're pretty dry already, as you can see. This part right here needs to dry further. Okay, I'm going to show you the ones I got in the greenhouse. Okay, I'm in my little greenhouse. These are the ones that are going to be ready to go into the garage. I also have some red hamburger ones. Love those. But as you can hear, they're really dry, aren't they? So I'm actually going to leave these. You can cut them to, you know, halfway down or so if you like. I'm just going to keep them from having some rot issues. I'm just going to leave everything. But you can see they're nice and dry. They need to go in the garage now. Shaded area. And just let them continue curing. They feel real good. So none of them feel soft. So here's the process. The basics of curing. Just want to go over this with you a little bit. Sun dry for just a short time. Now I let them do a day outside or half a day and then bring them in here and then let them dry a little bit more. And then they're going to go in the garage in the shade. Cured just the onions you'll store. Separate the soft, young, and thick neck bulbs and use them first. Well, that's pretty common sense. Cure thoroughly in a warm, well-vented area away from the direct sun. Don't crowd onions during curing. Give them room to breathe. And onions are ready to store when the skins rattle and the roots are dry and wiry. Honestly, these are getting there already, but I got to get them out of the sun today, get them in the shade, and that's what I'll do right now. I'm going to lay them out on a newspaper and we'll go through that process too. It's a little dark in our garage, but I think you can see, hopefully. Well, I'm just going to lay out some newspaper now and keep them spread apart so they can continue curing. These look like they're pretty dry already, and don't let them outside in the sun too long. I might have done that, but time gets away from me sometimes, and I wanted to make sure I documented this for you, so I wanted to do a video. Just laying them out, give them plenty of space. And some of these really nice. I wish they would have all turned out that way, but we can't have everything, can we? A nice red hamburger one. Oh, I just love them onions. Those are wonderful. All of them feel nice and firm. You make sure you check that. You don't really want them with the rest of them. And I have some more back in my back garden I'm going to pick. Those didn't get very big at all. So we'll leave them out here in my garage, which is, it's kind of a darker area, but we should have a little bit of air movement in here, and there's no sun. You don't want any sun on them. So just wanted to share with you my onion harvest, you guys. I really, really appreciate you watching. And onions are one of those crops that are pretty easy to grow, and they're just very valuable to you. They're very good for you also. You guys take care. We'll see you soon.